morning, everyone. It was so difficult for me to prepare this speech for two reasons. First of all, because while I had the urge to talk at this Movement of Life event about the recent developments of life in my country, it was at the same time so unbearably painful to do so. The last few weeks, life in Cyprus resembles a ship which is sinking. People are unable to escape, and we can only feel a grip on the neck that so mercilessly is pushing us towards the bottom. All of a sudden, not only the words life and future have acquired a different connotation, but also all other words now sound differently in my ears. Freedom, dignity, family, education, human rights, all of them suddenly have additional and strange new meaning. Therefore, it was so difficult to write about any of this, because obviously first I needed to find their new meaning and rearrange my thoughts, my feelings, and my perspective. It was also difficult because I was thinking that I would talk about all this in front of the people who survived the worst conditions that humans had ever lived under the Nazi concentration camps. I was thinking that whatever I would describe here, the frustration and the pain that I feel, would never compare to what you experienced 70 years before in your own country. But then again, the parallels are so obvious. The dark forces of the cartel, which threw the people of Poland and Europe into blood and tears, are the same as those that are trying to enslave my country today. Now, not with arms this time, but with a disguised, sinister plan, with the aim to bring the country and the people to our knees and impose their hegemony in all aspects of our life. A month ago, we woke up to realize that life in Cyprus will not be the same for many years to come. Unfair decisions for the benefit of the interests of the cartel had been announced just to declare the beginning of a downfall which develops so rapidly, spreading panic, desperation, and frustration among the people of my country and beyond. For a couple of weeks, I remember myself waking up every morning, spending some time to realize whether it was real or just a bad dream. When I was realizing that it was as real as the face I was looking in the mirror, I had the sense that the ground was slipping away from my feet. The world was falling apart to reshape again into something new, which until now is totally unknown. It is as if you hear the roar of the tanks in the distance and feel the vibrations of the ground, while you realize that they are approaching more and more. The people of Cyprus saw everything that they have fought for years to achieve with so much pain and effort flying away. They feel helpless in their attempt to secure their own future and the future of their children. Young people, students, graduates from the universities, and young parents declare, they have stolen our future. We would like to be able to make dreams for the future, but no even this is possible anymore. I knew that what empowers the human soul to overcome any difficulty is the hope for a better tomorrow. But today, it seems that the cartel desires to deprive the people of my country even the right to dream. Fortunately, because of you, the survivors of Auschwitz, I learned that the good fight for survival and dignity should never end. But you, the eyewitnesses of this hell on earth, also told me the real history. I feel the need to thank all of you who survived Auschwitz, who survived from the place which became a symbol of the most inhuman place on earth, and instead of burying all the awful memories leaving your mind, you chose to confront them again and again so that you help us understand and mobilize us to fight for what is right. This knowledge helped me today when people around me are paralyzed, either from rage or desperation, to remain mentally strong and distance myself from the vicious cycle of panic and despair. I could never believe how much strength and power I could get from this knowledge when one day I would wake up to see the world around me falling apart. I want to believe that there is a purpose behind this crisis, that all the more people get to know about the Nazi route of the Brussels EU and the dictatorships that seeks to rule course over the other countries. That now is the most appropriate moment when the truth can triumph over the status quo and make the wheel turn. And not just to turn to reshape again to another concealed attempt of the cartel, but to actually turn to restore peace in the world. Twice before in history, these forces tried to rule the world, and for the sake of their investments, they threw about 80 million people into debt and destroyed the lives and the future of the rest. Today, again they are stealing in the most hideous way our dreams and our future. I know that one day soon I might lose my house. My salary soon will be enough only for the basics, if I am one of the luckiest to keep my job. And just like me, there are thousands of people in Greece, in Spain, in Portugal. The number of suicides among the people of this country is increasing dramatically over the threat of being evicted from their own houses or because they cannot pay their mortgages. People are losing their jobs, unable to meet the needs of their families, and youth are suffering from the unemployment that is soaring because of the recession. And they are still trying to convince us that the Brussels EU cares about the people. I haven't ever asked for anything more than a simple and decent life. I worked hard for everything I achieved in my life, and one day they just told me, "You are mistaken. You own nothing. You work, we thrive. You do not own your life. You do not decide for your future. You own nothing." A feeling of being raped. I'm disgusted. They convince people that they have no say and no right to their own existence. National sovereignty ceased to exist long ago, and citizens in the so-called democracies of the 21st centuries became modern slaves who are supposed to obey the interests of the cartel. They are victimizing people, but again, it's not enough for them. They also want to demolish any sign of human dignity. They want us to accept everything and on top to say thank you. Their hideous plans differ today from those of the Second World War, not only because now they are disguised, but also because they want to rape people, while at the same time they present themselves as their saviors. I'm so disappointed to observe that many people in my country are still in denial of this perspective, and they believe that there is no way out of this vicious cycle, and that we must be grateful for the media that the Brussels EU is deciding for us without even asking us. But they cannot deceive us anymore. I am here today to tell you that this time their plans will not prevail. In the same way that we learned from the history, so we should have learned too. There are two previous, so well-organized attempts to subjugate the nations of Europe and the world under their control has failed. Shouldn't they have also learned their lesson by now? I'm here to say that this generation will not allow their plans to succeed. They may take our houses or our jobs, but they cannot deprive us our dignity. They lost their game because we already know who they are and what they want. They can steal everything from us, but not what we carry in our minds and hearts. Now, because of you, we can understand their game plan. We know it, we study it, and so we can prevent them. You exposed to us the real history, and only now we can evaluate the present and fight for a genuine future. A few days ago, I met with my father. My father has been a fighter from a very early in his life. He grew up in a large family in which he had to share the bread, if there was any, with the other 10 members of the family. He was growing up in an occupied country under the British colonialism. He was trying to survive and understand what freedom and independence means in all levels of human existence. Then he fought with dignity not only to survive, but also to bring positive changes for the people of his country too. He was raising his children, passing to them the value of solidarity and the importance to fight for what is right. He managed to educate his children and give them the guarantees to live a better life than the one he lived. When I met him a few days ago, I saw tears in the eyes of this fighter. He was drowning in disappointment because he felt that the future has never before been as uncertain as it is now, not only for him, but also for his children and his grandchildren. At that moment, I felt the need to remind him about your example. The example of the survivors of the Nazi concentration camps, and tell him that this example should always shine brightly in our hearts to guide us towards victory. Above all, I assured him that among this craziness that rules the world today, there is definitely a very optimistic point of view. I told him that now we live through historical times when we can witness the house of cards of these dark forces collapsing right in front of our eyes. And the reason is simple. Only now we know exactly who these forces are, which means that only now we can also resist their vicious plans. This is actually the first time we are one step ahead of them. I know that the struggle will not be easy, but at least because of you being compass to our vision, we have a clear and noble course to follow. I am a teacher. Last October of the 28th, the anniversary when the Greek nation celebrated its liberation from the German army in the Second World War, I let my tears flow freely in front of my children because it was the first time that I had the chance to explain to children of 10 years of age the truth. I must admit it wasn't easy, but it was so liberating for my soul. I showed them the world map and asked them to find Germany on it. They couldn't understand how come such a little Germany could turn out to be so great, initiating and leading the entire world to such a dreadful war with the goal to dominate all other nations. 4 years earlier, I couldn't find a reasonable explanation either. Nobody had ever explained that to me. Therefore, I had to explain to those 10 years old children about the German chemical and pharmaceutical industry, the business with disease, the patents then and today, and the energy factory cartel. 10 years old, and they could understand the truth, which for 6 decades had been hidden away from history books and public knowledge. I felt useful and important for my work at school. I thought to myself, if only all children of the world learn the truth from such a young age, how would it ever be possible that this construct, which was founded on lies and deception, prevailed? How is it possible for these children not to follow our vision for a new world of peace and justice? About 6 months ago, I was looking at my children at school, and tons of questions were crossing my mind. What future could these children possibly have, I was asking myself. Your parents cannot give you even the basics now, and you are growing up in a country where the educational and healthcare system, instead of developing, is about to return back to medieval times. All those rights that humanity has fought for years are now about to disappear just because some people in suit and tie are deciding that you are just a number, just calculations in their spreadsheets. All these thoughts were hammering my mind every day. I was confused. I didn't know what is worth teaching my children, what to tell them. I had this disgusting and disarming feeling that everything was futile. Not anymore. Now I can see that the future of the children can be bright if we invest again in their understanding about the status quo, their knowledge about the history, and if we cultivate again in their hearts the value of independency and dignity. What I really know is that I wouldn't like my children to have the life nor of your generation, neither of mine. Both in yours and in mine, we have been deceived because we had the impression that we really owned our life. That has never been the case. I had the impression that I was living in a Europe which was defending people's rights. I had the impression that Europe served the peace in the continent. Now I know that the Brussels EU only divides nations and it spreads hate among countries. People in Germany think that they have to pay for the Greeks and Cypriots Greeks, and the people of Cyprus believe that German people have never stopped seeking a world dominion. I realized that the Brussels EU does not defend people's rights, but only the bankers and the cartels' rights. I realized that their plan is to kill democracy, and soon they will want us to ask for permission even for the parsley we would like to plant in our garden. Is that the real life? Is that what I would want for my children? Or maybe would I want them to finally obtain a job, have a house, have a car, or whatever, which will never be truly theirs, because one day someone will tell them, you can no longer have these things. Now everything belongs to us. No, this is not what I would like to see happening, neither for the people of my age, nor for my children. Even if they assured us that from tomorrow they would solve the problem of unemployment, or assured us that people will not finally lose their job, I would say no. They have let us see their real face, and they cannot hide it anymore. Dignity means to have control over your life, your body, your mind, and your country. We realize that until now, this has not been the case, and we shall fight until we get this. I don't believe that any human was born to obey the interest of a few companies and pay tribute to them so that they allow us to just breathe and live. I believe that humans are born to thrive with dignity in the name of love and not for the sake of money that they do not even really own. That's what I choose to teach my students, and that's what I assured you, that we shall try to achieve with the movement of life. We received the Relay of Life award from you, and we are determined to pass it on. We are already doing this, and the age of internet is here to make our efforts more effective. Our message is reaching day by day more and more people around Europe and the entire world. The world is waking up now, receiving the following message. The forces that threw people into Auschwitz are identical with those behind the construct of Brussels EU and with all other stakeholders of the cartel around the world. We learn from you, the witnesses of history. And because your message has been heard clearly by our hearts, we cannot compromise with anything less than a future that will truly belong to us. We are grateful for what you have done for us, and we assure you that the future will never be as bright as the one we are drawing for us and for all other generations to come. Thank you.